All right, welcome back. All right, so I want to play this video and then we're gonna talk about it. Right, we're gonna react to another LAPEEF Network video. LAPEEF Network is a gift that keeps giving. On this one is long, so I have to kind of like come in between. It's not a 1 minute, all right. And then we're going to run it for a little minute and see if we can learn some lessons as usual from these guys. They're a hell of a content creator and it's a gift that keeps giving, and I think we can definitely get some lessons out of this. All right, so let's get into it.
Judgment, right? And just right. See, a man can have a quick lapse of judgment, right? And just say he break your phone, right? Those shit that women do, they be premeditated. They pile up all your clothes.
Why are we comparing?
Wait, hold up.
Toxic behavior?
Damn, Lady T.
Both toxic. It doesn't matter. We don't have to compare.
Shit.
Look,
let him.
Wait, stop.
Hey, let's get some control. Rilla.
Yeah, hold up. No, because when y'all get caught, y'all do that shit. Just wait. Listen what I'm saying. I'm just explaining how women do shit that's premeditated. Like they'll go all over the house and find all your clothes. Matter of fact, they find your best clothes, your best shoes, pile it up, take it outside.
This sound like personal experience.
Logic has
Goddamn shame.
Logic.
hold on.
But
he's right.
And it fades away as usual, right? So a woman is deliberately doing these things. This is where we get it wrong, okay? Now, do these things happen? Of course, people find themselves in this kind of terrible situation where a woman is keying your car, burning up your clothes, taking a shit in your shoes. I think this girl, what's her name? The comedian lady, Tiffany Haddish, she actually says she actually took a dump into a man's shoe because she was mad at the man, right? Do these things happen? Yes. Do they happen? Was that deliberate action? Of course it was, right? But was that really the complete story? No, that wasn't the complete story, right? Does that make you right? No, absolutely doesn't make you right. But I think it's important that we cover the full story. What makes a woman come into that space where she feels the need to do these terrible things? That's why, again, you're not telling us the full story. That's why people like Kayla will always call it out and say, wait, that sounds like a personal experience. Tell us more. That's really what that means, right? As opposed to generalizing, right? As opposed to just generalizing and saying every woman act like that, right? That's how it comes off. That's what it sounds like. I know you're just generalizing. I get it, right? And this of course there's exceptions to the rule, but that exception is significant a whole lot of people, right? And yes, the people that basically show this kind of behavior, they also tend to be they are fewer people than the majority. When I say fewer, that's a whole lot of people too, right? Because again, we're talking about your experience, your circle, maybe your neighborhood where you come from. Nonetheless, the minority of people that will behave this way, right? And when you start to say it like everyone acts this way, I am forced to say it sounds like everyone in your circle. If you say 95%, I'm forced to say yes, 95% of people in your circle, the people you're exposed to, will take a dump in your shoe because they're angry at you because you cheated or something crazy. So he's saying that it's usually premeditated. And men, basically, it's a lapse in judgment that makes us misbehave. Yeah, that's a gross level of generalization. I get it that we have to generalize sometimes, but at that level, it's just gross. Okay.
Right though.
Logic. Women do things.
Logic is right.
Men,
but y'all not listening.
They can't hear us. They can't hear
Logic is right though.
Logic is
it happen. They take all the clothes and put it in.
So she said logic is right. I think logic is wrong. I think logic is absolutely wrong, right? Oh, you know what? I take that back. He's right. That's probably most women in his circle. So I can't really argue with that, right? So maybe she's right. Q is right because logic is right. See, it's all about perspective. It depends on how you look at these things. It really depends on how you look at it, right? Logic is right. Let's go with her, right?
The tub, put bleach. They take the PS5s and throw
never
it.
done it.
That does happen.
I mean, I
We've
have
seen
no friends that have done it.
videos and TikToks of it happening or what on social media. Men don't do that. They don't think about stuff like that.
Men don't stalk
No,
people.
you're dragging
I
it
never
down.
said. I never
definitely
said
stalk
stalking.
people. They definitely do
Men
premeditation.
definitely
One
do
at a
that.
time. One at a time, family.
And
But I
One at a
never
time.
said nothing about stalking. I'm
no,
saying
but that's premeditated. You have to be premeditated to stalk me. You have
I
to
mean,
go
can y'all
online,
let
try
me
to figure
finish
out where I'm
though or
at.
not?
One
Are
at
y'all
a
gonna let me
time.
finish?
One at a time. Hey, one at a time.
Okay,
One at
let
a
me know
time.
when y'all are done.
People are people. Men do things that are premeditated, so do women. Men do things in the heat of the moment, so do women. And like trying to make it seem like one or the other.
Nobody said that. Okay, if you
No,
let
I'm
me
not
finish,
saying you said that. I was
no, but if you let me finish, you cut me off, so I didn't even get to finish. Like,
I was speaking
damn.
to Logic's point.
Yeah, but I was talking and then y'all two.
So no, I disagree with Kay. People are not people. Some of people are men. Some people, and these are sizable books. They are minimum 200 pages. You can download them absolutely for free by simply going to, for example, this one. You just go to getmymarriageback.com, smartrealestatewholesaling.com, realestatemoneysecrets.com. So yes, I am a 3 times author. Those books are out there for your consumption, and they are also available everywhere on Amazon, anywhere that you pick up books. So in case you prefer a physical book like that for women, and they are a whole lot of different. Okay, like men and women are different. Let's stop trying to cap on that, right? But I see where she's coming from. Again, it's a response to this argument that only women do things that are premeditated. And here we have Q continue to perpetuate that and say, no, you're right. And then she's talking about all these different things that supposedly women do, but just not her, none of these ladies on this platform, right? So the argument is kind of weird, right? But I disagree with Kay in trying to push back and say, hey, people are people. No, there's some behaviors that's expected of a woman, and there's some behaviors that are expected of a man. And they are quite different. It doesn't matter what society you go to. Men are different from women in way too many ways for us to cap about that. The more we're in denial about that, the more we struggle with this whole gender war thing. Okay, as you can see, this conversation has deteriorated to another gender war conversation, sadly, right? The truth is that people do premeditated nonsense in a relationship when they're hurt, right? Like, for example, cheating is often premeditated, but it's more premeditated on the side of women than on the side of men. But I can also argue that that's not the case, right? So men can fall into a pussy. I know you guys don't believe that, but yeah. But you can also argue that women can, right? It depends on what story we're telling, right? Okay, so I'm a little bit on the fence here. That's why I need you to tell me specifics. And we're generalizing way too much. And the problem with this is like, listen, I understand generalizing. Conversations on a panel, you tend to generalize. But there's thousands of people listening to this, and they basically start to set up this expectation that all women will act this way. We basically premeditate the idea of destroying properties, something that across board is just wrong, and we should not encourage it or even paint that picture that most women do that. I don't have any woman in my personal circles that do that. I haven't heard story. Am I being naive? Maybe. I'm just telling you mine. At least I'm honest that that's my circle, as opposed to telling the rest of the world that no, it never happens. Right? It's just destructive. This behavior is destructive.
You cut me off. Like,
he was
I
like,
know
women, they
right,
do
okay.
this. They look for your best suit.
When you're done being masculine, let me know.
He was like, women.
Whoa, she said, when you're done being masculine, let me know. Women do this to each other. I'm sorry. I see this all the time, right? She just called a fellow sister. Right? Is a sister, right? She called her masculine. What was about to happen?
They look for your best
just make your
clothes and they
point.
do all
That's
these
not
things.
necessary.
No, because I was talking.
But it's not necessary.
Tag team Kayla,
it has
I
no
was
purpose.
talking, but I was talking and both y'all cut me off, so I'm confused. Like, y'all didn't even let me finish my point.
You're not
I think it's
confused.
because
You
there
just
was
didn't
like
get to finish your point.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
You're sure
So
about that. There's
how
no
would you
confusion.
feel?
I feel like
you cut off
chaotic on
too?
here today.
Yeah, I mean, how would you? I wasn't done. I barely spoke because I've been sick.
All right.
But The one time I did speak, I get cut off by the two WWF twins over here. Like, damn.
Yeah, you feel that.
All right, so somehow Q does not see herself as masculine in this moment. She is being masculine in this moment. It's okay. I can have feminine moments. You can have masculine moments, but in just in the spirit of identifying it, the action speaks louder than your words. Just because you call yourself feminine or you soften your voice does not make you feminine. All right, it doesn't, because I'm guessing that's what she's suggesting. She's getting a pushback from her friends. She doesn't like that, and she goes straight for the sign language, trying to shame them. Whereas, to be honest with you, calling them masculine is not really a real shaming, because there's nothing wrong with it. It's just wrong when it's displaced. If you're in a romantic relationship and you're a typical woman, that relationship is going to lack sexual polarity when you're being masculine. It's just what it is. Doesn't make it wrong. It just makes it that you're going to create the wrong results, undesirable results. The desirable result is sexual polarity, right? But again, it's not in how you set your tone or you soften your voice, because that's what it looks like she's suggesting to me, and that's just all wrong and not correct.
Okay. All right, ladies. All right, ladies. All right, go ahead, Q. Go ahead, Q.
Already having a
Hold on.
I'm sorry,
hold on,
Kay.
ladies.
What
One
did
at
you
a time.
say?
I said I think honestly it was just because there was already kind of a conversation
No,
going.
ma'am.
We're
I-
adding to it, which is fine.
Yeah, let's not bring in the masculine feminine thing. It's just two women arguing. It's okay. It's acceptable. It's just a conversation on the panel. But hopefully I was able to extract some lessons out there. It has nothing masculine, blah blah. It has nothing to do with this, right? It's just two women on a panel and they are talking about it. But nonetheless, back to what this whole thing was about. You know, the generalization. Be careful when you're listening to these things for entertainment purposes. If you take these generalizations back to your relationship, you will hurt yourself. You will shoot yourself on the legs.